Imagine sitting in your 6th grade science class with the test in front of you and a blank stare on your face. And all you can pray and think about is a miracle to get you away from this test. Unbeknownst to you, a couple minutes pass and the teacher calls your name. You're going home early. The miracle has come through. Oh my gosh. So you quickly gather your belongings and you rush down to the main office. With a huge smile on your face, you notice that the person in the office is someone that isn't your father. Nor is it your mother or aunt. In fact, it's someone you've never even met before. Nor are they dressed in a uniform you've ever recognized or a badge you've ever seen. A quick introduction is given, and you're escorted to the parking lot. Your cell phone is confiscated as you enter the view of this unknown person. The silence and tension can break the windows as the vehicle takes off. You arrive at an unknown building. You are entered in, taken a seat, and offered a glass of water. And then you are explained that both your parents were victims of a double homicide. And you are now in custody, protective custody, of these officials. This story is a reality to a child that I met not too long ago. It is not an uncommon story either. There are 152 million orphans, or should I say children in the world, that are missing one of their parents due to some exacerbating cause. 18 million children have lost both their parents and are living currently in orphanages or on the streets without basic care, education, or love. In fact, 25% of these children don't even have a completed high school education or GED. 27,000 of these kids at the age of 18 will age out of foster care, no longer able to receive these resources that they had previously. And in fact, a third of the males within 3 years would have been incarcerated for a felony or a misdemeanor crime. In the same amount of time, the same third of the women would have bore their first child within those first 3 years. This is a reality that sits upon us. It's international. It sits here in our neighborhood. And these statistics don't even account for the children that were never accounted to begin with, the births that were never recognized, the childs that were abducted and are now slaves in prostitution or drug cartels. This is a reality that impacts the world and is a topic that the Maris was actually talking about. This Saturday, I had the opportunity to participate in an organization by the name of His House. It's been founded 26 years ago. And we literally went out, and it's called Deck the Halls. We literally went out to these dormitories where we spent time with these kids. These kids that either, in this case, in this dormitory, were detained as they were crossing the border. Immigrants from Guatemala and Salvador, the majority. There was 12 kids between the age of 13 and 16. The youngest didn't even speak Spanish, even though he was from Guatemala. He spoke a dialect that was only understood in his village. So the communication was pure emotion. It was a beautiful thing to be able to see the spirit of this child just run wild in his dormitory with these kids that he doesn't even know. The first time he sees me, the first time he meets me, yet he calls me uncle. We decorated the halls, we decorated the dormitory, we played games, we had lunch. I'm vegetarian, so I just kind of mimicked the food that they were eating because they were having hamburgers. But I was able to spend the time with them, bond with them, understand them. As the evening came about, we started playing music, I started DJing. And an organization, a church organization, came by, and they were spending time with them as well. They started teaching them dances like the cha-cha slide and the electric slide, which they were completely lost because they've never seen this before. So then I helped them out and I put some cumbia, which is some native music that they know, and the roles were reversed, and the kids were just enjoying the time. It's a beautiful thing to be able to give back to the community. Unfortunately, we are so caught up in our lifestyle that we don't give ourselves the opportunity to help ourselves and helping them. So I would like to welcome each and every single one of you. If you have any interest in His House organization, please contact me. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. Mr. Ma'am, Toastmaster.
Thank you.